3D RPG sandbox-style game. I spent the last few months searching for a tutorial on how to do this. Not just a tutorial, but a tutorial with the assets already included or stuff I could use and find. I didn't discover that tutorial, so I made it. That's what this is. This is Approachable. You're new to Unity, you're more of a beginner. Great. You're a pro and you want to explore new territory or refine your skills, this will help as well. All of the assets are linked below in the description. I created almost all of them. All of them are public domain CC0. You can use them for this project, something else. You can use them to mock me or release a hit game, whatever you need. You don't need to worry about that. What you do need to worry about is, well, learning how to create a 3D RPG sandbox-style game. I'm cutting this up into segments to make it more, I guess, consumable. Let's start by building the terrain. So mountains, and what's the reverse of mountains? Valleys, if you want. A terrain for the character to interact with, and then we're going to paint it with free, again, assets, free textures, and make it look like a game that you want to play. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. Here we are in Unity, and here's the plan. Make a fun 3D RPG game with a bunch of free assets and awesomeness? Sure, let's get going. Alright, I'm terrible at naming things. RPG game. How about 3D game? 3D game. Adventure? 3D adventure game. That's okay. Name it whatever you want. Create. Okay, so in this particular tutorial, I'm going to focus in on creating a sandbox. So let's create an open world sandbox. I have a bunch of free assets for us to import that I made. Let's get going here. Right click 3D terrain is what we're going to need. It starts out ginormous. This is terrifying unless you're really used to terrains and let's not do this. Let's not do this scary thing for us. Let's be nicer to us first time out of the gate here. And instead of doing 1,000, I'm going to go 100, not 1,001, yikes. And 100, right? And then where there's defaults to it makes a lot of sense, but not for starting out. It defaults this terrain to 0, 0 being the midpoint, the center of it. Let's go ahead and have 0, 0 be the far corner. So to do that, well, we just need minus 50 here, and then minus 50 on Z. And that way, the midpoint will be, get this all the way around. There we go. That was an adventure. The midpoint will be this corner. All right, so, we got a sandbox. Now what? Well, now let's throw some stuff at it. By that, I mean, let's build it out. To start us off building it out, actually, pet peeve, it will drive me nuts. I gotta do it right now, otherwise I'll forget, and it will drive me nuts. Sample scene. I'm gonna make sure to save on all this. I don't want a sample scene. I want a F2 level 1 for me. Name it what you want. I hate having that sample scene. There. Alright, now let's get going. So we have a big flat space. That's a super boring game. Over here in terrain, I'm gonna go ahead and click choop. And we have some ways to edit this. Let's start with height. The flat surface, boring. Let's do raise and lower. Now, there's ways to control this. Opacity is how strong the effect will be. Quapow. Maybe I should zoom in a lot here so we can actually see what's going on. So, see these bumps? If I'm holding down the mouse, boom, that's what we get, all right? Now, let me set this at 66. Quapow, right? So, I think that's somewhat straightforward what's going on there. Oh, you want to kill these things off? Hold shift and click again, and it will erase all this stuff for us, which is good, because I don't want any of that. I'm going to go huge here. All right. Goal of this is that you want a level with some character. You want some high points, low points. We're going to test out, eventually, player movement, right? And for an open sandbox, you just want some variability in it. So have fun with this. There's no need to make perfection here, especially for a sandbox you're designing. But quick little mountainous area, hilly area, whatever you want. I'm going to start working on mine. Again, shift is undo, click is make it happen. subtlety is good sometimes. Okay, something over here. Some really rocky, crazy, hilly things that I can't get to. Cool. And then maybe I'll do a bit more of a hill over here somewhere, and Alright, so I'm gonna stick with something like this, maybe a bump over here. I can spend hours on this if I let myself, like hours and hours and hours and hours. Like this might be my second time doing this because I don't like my first one. Alright, boom. This is my hilly, bumpy, non-boring-ish area. Great. So I have that laid out. I hope you have that laid out. Well, you better, because we're gonna keep going now. And let's talk about textures and paint, right? This looks really boring. Luckily, I have some assets I'm going to use for this. All of them are completely free. Use them for this, use them for other stuff, use them to make fun of and feel better about yourself. Whatever you need, do that. Let me minimize this. And I think through the magic of the YouTubes, I have some assets right here hiding for us. Awesome. And, oh, of course I cover them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab terrain for now. We'll worry about models later on. So terrain's what I need. I'm going to get this color reference as well. It's not necessarily super needed. I'll show you what it is, though. I like it. New terrain. I guess I can leave that like that. Okay. Let's dive in. Now, this is a bit out of place, maybe. Maybe I'll just throw it in the assets folder. It's eventually just for reference. Okay, so here is the terrain, and we need to do some paint. The first color we choose is going everywhere. It'll be like quapow. So, paint, texture, cool. And let's go ahead and edit. Oh, let me blow this up again. Let's go ahead and hit edit terrain layers. Create a new layer is what we're going to need. Now this is again going to be the base layer. So pick one of these. I want to reiterate all of these assets that I'm using Creative Commons 0, CC0, they are free to use. They are public domain completely. So feel free. You can make something fancy and release it online. All this stuff is completely free for you to use. I was really liking, I believe... yes. Is this it? Where's my camera? Yes, this is definitely the one I was liking. So I was really liking the look of this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and with it set up in this manner, I'm going to go ahead now and do a path. So let me go ahead, whoop, whoop, because again, we want a few things going on in our levels. Ooh, that looks kind of strange from up here. Oh well, it's a land formation. Again, hours and hours I can spend on terrain. All right, so I'm going to do a path now. Let me go ahead for that. I'm going to hit brush again. Let's do a new layer. It's up to you. I liked for my path, I believe, red dirt or whatever that says. Red dirt mud. Perfect. And I'm going to click on this, right? Now, again, we have some options. So I'll do that, and same deal here with brush and opacity. Shift to delete isn't the thing anymore. You can just paint back over it, of course. Brush size, I don't know, how big do I want my path? Thinking of a RPG, you know, they have these pathways between the levels or in the areas. 20 might be good. It doesn't need to be anything perfect, right? The world never is. Well, maybe yours is, mine's not. So, I'm just gonna whoop, something like this right here for my path. Beautiful, right? You can take a look down here. We can see a bit of it there. You might want to throw some dirt elsewhere on your mountains or things like that. Maybe I'll go get a little bit more fancy, do something like this, put this down at a 1, and I'm just going to kind of smear this around other places. Gets dangerous. Just to give the world a bit of character. Now, let's see. Defense wall. Oh, look at that. I had grass path. I might do a bit rock wall. Trying to think what else I could throw up here on the mountains. Give them a bit different. I might try out this grass path. I really don't even know. Pick something and give it a shot. So, just to give your level a bit of a better look, honestly, right? Just to make it more interesting. People don't want to play games that are bland. So, I really don't even know. Can we see this? Dial on the right brush. Make sure you pick a brush. Sure. Okay, that gives it a bit of color. I might do a bit of stone up over here too. Create layer, aerial of a fence wall, ground, gray. Don't know what that is. That sounds good to me though. Actually, I might shrink this down and aim for the top. For lighting, if you're worried about how yours is looking, I already have lighting open. You can go over here, Windows, Rendering, Lighting. This will pop up, and this is where I can go ahead and click Generate Lighting. Okay, and that gives us a better idea of what the world we're making will look like. Boom. I am loving mine. So what I'll be doing next then, now that I have a very fancy area set up for a sandbox, is going to be adding objects and models to this. So to make it a little bit of a village, right? Here's the models. I have them all set up. They are super cool. I'm going to be doing that next, getting these in here and setting up a bit of a village. So I hope you're happy with your land area, your terrain, and what will be next for us is adding in objects, houses, building, treasure chest, chairs, all the things that characters get to interact with. And we'll be tackling that in the next video. Should be awesome. So, onward.